9.01 is that they're giving us, or?
Yeah, up at the top.
9.0. We'll go with A. I won't finish the test. All right, this is a good question. Which is relatively better? This is just like, almost like Lyndon B. Johnson. So go ahead and try it. It says, which is relatively better? A score of 53 on a psychology test, or a score of 38, excuse me. Scores on the psychology test have a mean, blah, 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 and economics, blah, blah, blah. And what kind of comparison we're going to use here? Z-score, Hubert. That's right, class. Thank you for your interaction. Zero, 1, 2, -1, -2. 53 minus 92 over 14. Economics is equal to 38 minus 56 divided by 7. So what's 53 minus 92? And 49 or 39?
39.
Huh?
39.
Okay, 39 divided by 14. What's that come out to be?
Minus 2.785.
Negative 2.7.
Mm-hmm.
So that's down here. All right.
The other one's -1.7.
Negative 1.7, which is, let's say this is negative 2.7. We'll say right about here.
Huh?
Negative 2.7 is right in here.
Okay. I thought you were putting the 1.7 there.
1.7 is right in here.
So the econ test is better. Relatively.
Yeah, because it's closer to 0.
But
And
it's
it
the
is
one-
greater. Which
is
is
it-
greater? Which is worse to have in the bank? Negative $270 or negative $170? It's worse. That's worse. So which one's a greater amount?
Well, -1.
Negative 170. Remember what I told you, the greater amount. So it should be.
Is it always going to come out where the lower one is relatively better?
No. The greater one is always going to be the ER. Better, was taller. Lyndon Baines Johnson was, what was it, 1.6? And Shaq was 1.5. 1.6 is
Yeah,
greater.
so is the one that's like technically worse supposed to be relatively better? Is that how it's always gonna be? Okay, never mind, just kidding.
No, because, see, what people get mixed up here is they think that 2.7 is greater than 1.7. It's not. Negative 1.7 is greater than 2.7. So you gotta go with the economics. And because the Z-score for the economics test score is what?
Let's see. Great.
That's greater. I think it says greater, yeah. Because it's right here and the psychology test is down here. This test question should not be missed.
Okay.
Should not be missed. Why?
No, it's counting.
Because all you got to do is count. The key to this is putting it in order. The best thing to do is use a spreadsheet. I'll get it back up there in just a second. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
So take your handy dandy spreadsheet copy clipboard function and go to your handy dandy Excel spreadsheet and paste. And then put in what? Put in order. And then start counting. I just highlight what's different and what's the same.
You can't do that with that one.
I gotta go back over here. I think I might as well quit. Two. Let's do this. Let's look at the handy dandy problem. 0 to 19 cents.
There you go.
And that's yeller. Oh, crap. I just might as well there. Next one is 20 to 39 cent. 20 to 39 cent. That's those two. $40 to 59 cent. And these last two, 64 and 127. So go back to your, so 0 to 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And that's what goes there.
Two.
20 to 39 cent.
Two.
2, 2, 1, and 1. 2, 2, 1, and 1. Is it 2 right here?
Uh-huh. And
And
a two.
2, 0,
No, that's one.
1,
And then the next two are zeros.
0, 0, and oops, 0, 0, and 1. And that's all you do. Is this a normal distribution?
No.
Well, no. Starts off with the highest number. So it's either A, B, or D.
B.
Do not start off low. Good job. My Labs Plus,
My final grade.
upon completion of all assignments, the grade book will give me
In the coconut.
such a concept. Grade book and my final grade. That's grade, even grade is in there for both words. What's the grade book do? I have no idea. Which one's the answer?
C,
Why?
because it's the only one that has your phone number. 1-800-APPLE-LASER.
Will Hubert's final exam be online?
Yes.
We're going to skip that one. I mean, that's how you find these variances and standard deviations, just like we did a while ago. But this is a data set. So you don't have to do that big, long formula. You just have to do what? X minus X bar, and then add them up and divide by N. So that one's not difficult. We've already done one like that. We'll do that one.
2060.
Which one is it? Why is it A?
Because 30, 30, 30 doesn't add up to 100.
That's the number one missed question on my 10, 11 questions right there. People put 30, 30, 30. Let's go ahead and find the class width. What is the class width? Nope.
5.
Nope. Oh, you're right, 4. I was thinking 54 and 60. I'm sorry, you're right, 4. I thought that was 54. I'm not going to do the rest of it. Class midpoints. I'll find the first one. 56 plus 60 is what? 112. And this is to the 10th, so we got to do it to the 100th. So that's going to be half of 112 is
57.95.
56.55. No, it'd be 56.95. Is that what?
No,
was-
it's
what-
57.95.
57.95. So this one is 57.95, and this one is 55.95. And then what do you do with those numbers?
Just add 4.
Add 4 all the way across. Unless you just want to take the time to calculate every single one here and every single one here. Just don't tell anybody you did that. Because then you'll be hanging a sign around your neck that says, I try to do everything the hard way. Right, Mr. Bright? What did I do? Oh, okay. Okay, this is real hard. How many math team members? How many people are on the math team? Well, 5, 10, 15. 15 plus 4
24.
is 23, right? Or 15 plus 4 is 19. Then 20, and then what? 22, 21, whatever I said, I can't remember. 15, 19, 20, 22. Is that what y'all got?
Yeah.
How did I get that? Well, each one of these are at what?
5.
This one's at
1,
1, this one's at,
4,
and this one's at,
2.
so add. Does Hubert replace your lowest test grade with your final exam grade?
No way, no.
There's no other answer. Mean, median, mid-range. We did one of these in class. Not going to spend time on that. In My Labs Plus, what does Gradebook do? Predicts the temperature for July 4th, 2015.
Yes.
That's why it's called Gradebook.
It's A.
Determine whether, oh, this is the number one missed question. Determine whether the given value is measured, I'm sorry,
Discrete.
is counted or measured.
Discrete.
What is it? What is this right here?
This one is okay.
A length. What is length?
Continuous, could you?
Measure it. So it is continuous. The only thing you might do right here is see car and you think counting, and then you say discrete.
Yeah, that's what
You're a failure. Submit test. The ones we did, I got right. See, that question was wrong. See there? That had to be that question. Yep. We are changing books because of these questions. Next fall, or this fall coming up, we're not using this book because of these questions. So. Who's got questions about the test? All right. Now, this is for those people that have missed today as well as the online classes. The Unit 1 test covers chapters 1, 2, and 3. If you want to know what sections, you look in the syllabus. The Unit 2 test covers chapter what? 4 and 5, but I break it up into 2 tests. First test is on chapter 4. Second test is on chapter 5. So the Unit 2 test, you're going to see Form A and Form B or something like that. First test is chapter 4. Second test is chapter 5.
So are we going to do them at 2 different times?
Mhm.
Okay.
So when we finish chapter 4, you'll be taking that one and then we'll be going into chapter 5. So you're going to have 2 tests for Unit 2. Chapter 4 and chapter 5. Any questions?
No.
I'm not going to be covering the same amount of material as I did in chapters 1, 2, and 3. I'm only going to be covering a few sections. So chances are we could be ready for a test by next Monday.
So that means like get the homework done then.
That means you need to start doing the homework as soon as I go over it. And I will cover 4.2 and 4.3 and 4.4 in pretty much a Tuesday, let's see, what's today?
Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday of next week, I should have chapter 4 done.
So that means that test would be, okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay, so that means you better have your homework done by the end of next week as far as chapter 4. There's only 3 sections, maybe 4. I got to get the roll, and then y'all go ahead and pack it up. Hit that silver button on the back, you know where your thumb goes when you hold it. Just hit it. You should stop.